The Secret of Happiness. A story about happiness, balance, and wonder. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between green hills and flowing rivers, there lived a cheerful old man named John. He was poor by many standards. His house was small, his clothes simple, but his smile was richer than gold. People from far and wide came just to talk to him, hoping to catch a little of his joy. One day, a curious young traveler named Charles arrived in the village. He was searching the world for happiness, and he had visited cities, mountains, temples, and palaces, but nothing had satisfied him. When he heard about John, he thought, maybe he has the answer I've been looking for. Charles approached John and asked, "Old man, I've traveled thousands of miles in search of happiness. People say you know the secret. Will you share it with me?" John smiled warmly and said, "Of course, my boy. But first, I have a small task for you." He handed Charles a spoon with 2 drops of oil and said, "Take this spoon and walk around my garden. Look at the flowers, the birds, the trees, but be careful not to spill even a single drop." Charles agreed and walked carefully through the garden, his eyes fixed on the spoon. He returned, proud. "I didn't spill a drop," he said. John asked, "But did you see the roses in full bloom? The mango tree full of fruit? The peacocks dancing in the sun?" Charles looked puzzled. "Well, no. I was too focused on the oil." John smiled and said, "Then go again. This time, enjoy the garden. Take in everything. But remember, don't spill the oil." So, Charles walked again, this time admiring the beauty around him. He smelled the flowers, laughed at the squirrels, and stood in awe under a rainbow that had appeared. When he returned, he was glowing, but he looked down and saw that the spoon was empty. John chuckled and said, "There's your answer." Charles frowned. "I don't understand." John gently said, "Happiness is not about choosing between responsibility and joy. It's about balancing both. If you only chase your duties, you'll miss life's beauty. And if you only chase pleasures, you'll spill the things that matter." Charles's eyes widened. The lesson hit him like sunlight after a storm. He smiled and said, "So happiness is not a destination, it's how you walk the journey." John nodded. "Exactly, my boy. The secret of happiness is being present, caring for what matters, while still opening your heart to the wonder around you." From that day forward, Charles walked through life a little differently. He still had goals, still had dreams, but he also laughed more, loved deeper, and noticed the flowers along the path. And wherever he went, he carried the story of the old man with a spoonful of oil, and a heart full of joy.
Moral of the story: happiness is not found in extremes but in balance. Life becomes joyful when we appreciate the present while being mindful of our responsibilities. Look around, be grateful, and walk your path with both purpose and wonder.